fuego, ponen su putero. Hay un tro de Tiger por la zona tirando dinero. Hace rato yo le puse el ojo encima de lo que quiero. Oye mami, tú estás buena, dura de verdad. Dime si tú quieres y yo lo quiero. Dame tu WhatsApp, no me escribas a mí, mejor te escribo yo y así es mejor. Puse en la cara como un caracol. Si te quieres ir, me recojan, vámonos de aquí. No ando solo y ya yo la conté. 2 pa' 2 también dan 3 pa' 3. Me pregunto un socio. Brother, yo ni sé.
Okay.
Esa chapi ni le pregunté. Y aunque
I'm
lo
walking on
persista, we
this.
don't give a fuck, no hay nada que ver. Niggas don't want beef with
Let's
us,
go.
son vegan, no comen bistec.
Yeah. Let's go. Ya tú sabes, bienvenido a All Smoke Podcast, un nuevo segmento conmigo, la voz del norte. Y hoy tengo special guest coming straight out of Chicago, Humble Park, my boy Jubal. ¿Qué lo que? Estamos aquí. What's going on, man? How was that trip over here, man?
It was a trip. It was a few hours to get here, but we got here, gang. You know.
Una vaina bien. Soy Jubal, para la gente que no te conocen y te están conociendo ahora, quién tú eres, de dónde tú vienes, like where you was born at.
Okay.
No?
I was born in DR. Yo nací allá en la Caoba, en Santo Domingo, en la capital, y ustedes saben.
¿En la capital?
La capital.
Una vaina bien.
So I moved to Chicago at the age of 5. So Chicago is pretty much all I know.
Okay. So what took you to Chicago? Like, because a lot of Dominicans come over here to New York, you know?
My family had been traveling to Chicago since I was a shorty. So on my pops' side, they used to go to Chicago and they set up shop over there. And that's just, you know, coming over here, you go where your family at.
Una vaina bien. So, criándote en Chicago, como, like, tú siendo dominicano y no viendo tanto dominicano como aquí, porque aquí, en que sea, tenemos apoyo de los paisanos, ¿tú me entiendes?
Claro.
Y allá yo sé que hay muchos mexicanos, la cultura es diferente para allá.
For sure.
Explícanos un ching de eso, cómo es eso para allá, la crianza.
Chicago a little different in the sense of, yo ser dominicano allá en Chicago significa que me acoplo a diferentes grupos en el sentido de que a principio, si yo no te abro la boca and I don't speak to you, first thing you see is the facade. So my skin color, the skin color defines. Yo soy moreno, somos
No, somos morenos, pero moreno americano.
Exacto. The skin defines, you know, your initial interaction. So touching down in Chicago, that's what I really understood kind of what the difference was.
Okay.
I went to school in Jose de Diego in Humble Park, predominantly Puerto Rican neighborhood. And it was just a mix of everything going on over there. So growing up over there was particular. Let me put it that way. It was just different.
It was different. So coming here to New York, how's the vibe? Como viniendo para acá para Nueva York. Esta no es tu primera vez, ¿verdad?
No. I've been here before.
Okay, so ¿cuándo fue la primera vez que tú viniste para Nueva York?
First time I came to New York as a shorty, but I don't count that because that's like a family trip as a shorty to visit fam I got over here. You know, si tú eres dominicano, tú tienes familia en Nueva York. That's what I see. But my first time here, you know, doing what I do is 2019. My brother Flip Star, shout out to Flip. It was his birthday. He told me to come out here and fuck with him. We came out here.
Okay.
And the first thing I noticed was how mad Dominican this shit is over here, fam. Like, por primera vez, like, I felt like my culture from where I'm from in Dominican Republic plasmado a nivel americano, ¿entiendes? I saw the influence of our culture in an American setting, and that was a big deal. Okay, it's still a big deal as of today.
So coming, you say 2019, so coming out here now y viendo el movimiento como está ahora, ¿qué es la diferencia?
A lot more movement going on, a lot more to do, a lot more to see. You know, you got platforms like yours, you know, that are actively out here putting on, not just for Dominicans, but for all Latin artists. And I'm going to be honest with you, Smoke, this shit is necessary, fam. Where I'm from, you don't see this like that.
You know, and that's what we're here for, you know. We're reaching out to different states, different countries.
The right way.
You know, gracias a Dios. You know what I'm saying? With the help of the team, we're here. So, ¿qué fue que te inspiró a ti a hacer música y, tú me entiendes, en pursue the music career?
All right, so I've always been musically inclined. my pop's side of the family, they fuck with music. They're not musicians, but tú sabes, el merengue, la bachata. My pops had a cassette collection of, you know, thousands of cassettes, all that kind of shit. So I always grew up listening to music, pero criándome allá in Chicago, like the music I would listen to wasn't really that much Latin music. It was American music. It was hip hop.
Okay.
Then trap came along and it was trap. So I would say my major influences to make music was the fact that in Latin music, I didn't hear some of the things that I would hear in American music, and I felt like that shit was missing. So when I got into music, I said, that's what I want to do. I want to be that difference. I want to set that standard of that American vibe and that American flow that I would hear, put that and project it into my music.
Okay. So where you get more, do you think, like, being in Chicago, tú estando en Chicago, porque ahora mismo tú tienes tiempo haciendo música, ¿tú me entiendes?
Yeah.
So, y ahora que tú estás, like, como sonando más,
Claro.
la gente te está escuchando más, ¿tú crees que eso, que tú estabas en Chicago y no en Nueva York?
Yo creo que tiene que ver con el hecho de que I just sound different, sueno diferente. Creo que es el hecho de que el entorno mío me hizo hablar de manera diferente.
Claro,
Entonces,
porque tú vienes de un sitio diferente,
Exacto.
totalmente diferente.
Exacto, so es como que es algo que la gente no realmente ha escuchado así. So I just feel that people want to hear, you know, different shit. People want to get in tune with new vibes. People want to know what's going on somewhere else that they're not from or that they haven't seen. And I feel that that's the reason why people are getting in tune with me now is because I'm giving them something that they potentially might not have seen. I'm putting it on camera for them.
Okay. ¿Y qué te motiva a ti para seguir haciendo música on your downtime? Porque tú sabes que hay muchos artistas que hacen música y sienten como, oh, no me están escuchando y paran de hacerlo. So, like, what keeps you motivated?
Honestly, the fact that I believe that if I wasn't doing this, I'd be doing a whole bunch of other shit that, you know, it ain't the move.
Right.
It ain't the fucking move at the end of the day. I do this because I believe that if you have the opportunity to make a living off of something you're passionate about, you should 1,000% go all into that. So that's why I do this.
Okay. ¿Y qué tú crees que de la música del drill en español ahora mismo? Tú que vienes de Chicago, siendo the birth of drill music, at least here in America.
Drill is drill. You know, there's music that's drill, and then there's, you know, the other side of that, which is the action. I fuck with the music. You know, that's what we do.
Well,
so
explícanos el drill, porque hay muchos paisanos que además saben la música. Tú que vienes de allá, explícanos qué es lo que es el drill de allá, de Chicago.
El drill es una acción que viene de un tro de cosas que viene por detrás que son muy profundas para elaborarte la hora, ¿tú me entiendes? Eso son cosas que la gente tiene que hacer su propia diligencia y averiguarla. I just know that where I'm from, you know, the shit is like that. I can't really explain it or put words to it that way because it's not something that can be explained or described. You got to live it to understand it. That's pretty much what I have to say on drill as a topic.
So tú entrando ahora mismo a este género, ¿qué tú quieres que los fanáticos escuchen y qué es el mensaje que tú tienes, que tú quieres que refleje en tu música?
In my music, the message I'm trying to portray to people is that you could be from wherever, and if you got it, you got to do what you got to do. You can make it out of wherever you at. You're not stuck nowhere. You feel me? Porque como te dije antes, la plataforma tuya donde yo estoy, algo así no existe. But that doesn't stop me. I come here and I get on here and I talk to people and I make them understand that you're not stuck nowhere. Tú tienes que hacer tu diligencia y salir adelante. Yo creo que yo pongo ese mensaje en mi música. No importa de lo que yo esté hablando. You gotta make this shit happen for yourself. Ain't nobody finna come rescue you. Ain't nobody finna go get you out of where you at. You gotta put in the work. You gotta put in that legwork and get yourself forward. You feel me? That's what I believe.
Una vaina bien. So, háblame un poco de tú siendo de Chicago, ¿cuál es tu proceso creativo cuando tú haces música en el estudio? ¿Te gusta escribir? You come off the top?
I freestyle a lot. I get in the booth and I freestyle, but I do my best freestyling when I'm in the whip. Like when I'm behind the wheel, when I'm in traffic, you know, moving around, busting my moves, doing whatever I gotta do. I freestyle in my whip, play a beat, you know, and that's where my creativity comes from, because it's like I'm feeding off of everything. I'm feeding off of the adrenaline of being outside. You know, a car pulls up next to you, you put that shit in the song, all kinds of shit. So, eso yo soy bien creativo cuando trata de sacar la materia gris del coco y meterla en una barra. You feel me? I just be talking about how I live and what I see. You feel me? I don't really be making shit up. I just be talking.
You just come to look at, you just improvisa.
I improvise. I be going off the dome. I could write too, don't get me wrong, but I feel like when I'm in a mood or when I have a particular emotion that I gotta get out, I'll get in front of a microphone and let it flow.
Jubal, y hablando del trabajo, que veo que está trabajando 3 años organizadamente, ¿verdad?
Claro.
Carrusel Visual, él es parte de tu equipo, ¿verdad?
Sí, señor.
¿Y quién más? ¿Cómo que se llama la otra compañía que dice el YouTube? Es un nombre raro, como Hercuanos.
Esguarenas.
Esguarenas.
He's a brother right
Son
there.
ellos, okay.
My brother right there.
Ellos son parte de la compañía tuya,
Yeah,
correcto.
they are the company. This is the company. You feel me?
Okay.
Y Chicago to You es otra compañía
From
de ustedes
Chicago to
también.
You is our slogan. We make sure that people know where we're coming from.
Ok, y siempre están representando todo
Always.
ellos lo mismo.
Always.
Y en la parte musical, ¿qué se te ha hecho complicado y qué tú has hecho para enfocarte otra vez en esa parte?
En la parte musical, que se me ha complicado?
Sí.
The exposure.
Siendo como de donde tú vienes, que siendo unique, eso es
Right,
único en esa categoría.
What we elaborated, the exposure. That's why we're here. This is the difficult part, is making this that's happening right now happen.
Y si tú vienes a ver, no es tan difícil porque mira, lo hiciste.
You just gotta put
gotta
boots on
run
the
it.
ground and go
Claro.
fucking run, fam.
Lo que está haciendo
Basically.
ahora. You working right, my boy. Keep doing it.
Basically. So moving on forward, like, yo vi que una vez estando en un live, yo vi que like, muchos artistas te estaban coreando y gente como Taligoya, Nelly Nails. You know what I'm saying? So how you feel about that? Like, you know, you getting that apoyo from actual
Man, I feel grateful for that.
Your flow actually reached out for you.
Yeah, I feel 1,000% grateful for that. I fuck with all the guys. I fuck with everything they're doing, like I'm saying.
¿Tú trabajas con uno de ellos todavía?
Hasta el sol de hoy no he tenido la oportunidad de trabajar de cara a cara con ninguno.
Okay.
Estoy en proceso de que eso suceda con ellos.
All right.
Some of them have reached out. Some of them I've sent music to, you know. And it's just a matter of getting everything together and making it flow and move forward.
Okay. So I see, yo vi que tú estabas como like on a mini tour, like these past few months. You went to DR. You was in Atlanta. You did the 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Explícanos un chingo eso. Run us through that little.
That's really just me and my team just getting out the city, going to different places, feeling the vibe, seeing what's going on in those places, trying to, you know, put everything together and let people know, hey man, we got something popping over here too. We got something that's going on back in the city too.
We lit over here too.
You feel me? We got that shit too.
I want to ask you, because me being from out here, yo siendo de aquí, el dembow suena mucho allá en Chicago, como aquí.
Tuvo un buen periodo donde el dembow estaba rompiendo. I think trap came and took over again. Pero el dembow no va a dejar de sonar porque el dembow pone a la gente a moverse, mano.
Yeah, no, eso
You feel me? You're going to go to a club in Chicago and you're going to hear some dembow being played. It's going to happen.
No, you just wanted to know, because, you know, we from out here.
For sure.
Know what's really rocking out there. But ¿cuál artista from out here del trap do y'all listen to?
In Chicago?
In Chicago.
Chicago, when it comes to musical taste, is very particular. En el ámbito latino, I'm going to tell you something that's for sure.
Okay.
MTG's getting played over there.
Okay.
He's getting played in Chicago. Atali lo conocen in Chicago.
Okay.
There's not a very large amount of exposure for the music that gets made over here in Chicago, but it's not the music's fault. It's more about the structure in the city.
Okay. What about the connection? People you don't think making the connections that should be made?
It could be the connection. I wouldn't be able to tell you. I don't really know what is lacking for it to happen that way. But believe me, we trying to make it happen. We doing what we can to para agregarle nuestro grano de arena al pote para que eso suceda.
Ya. Y el nombre, Jubal, ¿de dónde viene ese nombre, Jubal?
El nombre Jubal es un nombre que yo lo saqué de cuando estaba tratando de idearme what do I want to be known as type shit, you feel me? I didn't want to be boxed into something particular about when it came to making music. You know, some people get a stamp because of their name or whatever, and then you can't shake it. So I picked Jubal because when I was shorty growing up, I heard a story that my mama told me about in the Bible that the first person that made music was named Jubal, and he made worship music and he made secular music, meaning he got corrupted and he did music that was, you know, worshiping the other side. And I said, you know what? That nigga can't be boxed in. He did everything. He created this shit. You can't tell that nigga what to do. I don't like being told what to do, so I picked that name.
That's dope. That's dope to know. I never knew that. That's great. That's great information. I didn't know that shit at all. Jubal, fire. That's dope. So GMG. What GMG stand for?
Gerencia Music Group. Somos la gerencia.
Okay. ¿En qué año que tú decidiste coger tu carrera en serio? Que tú dijiste, coño, esto en serio, yo tengo que ponerme para esto.
I would say
negocios.
I would say seriously, because you know how business-wise it takes time for you to learn.
No, por eso que te digo que tú cogiste en serio y dijiste, yo tengo que coger esto para negocio.
2021, I would say, was when I started like really getting active with how the business structure in music works. Is when I started really paying attention and learning and picking up from every experience that I had. You know?
So, yo vi que cuando tú fuiste para RD, que tú hiciste DJ Scuff.
Yes, sir.
¿Cómo te fue para allá, para RD?
It was love. It was love. It was wonderful, man. I was in DR. I got in tune with some really good people that stayed around me, kept me in good spirits with everything. You know, helped. You know, it was more like a family setting. It was more like a family vibe. My family is also well tapped in over there in the sense that I got family everywhere on the island. So I'm able to go to all of these places and have a point of contact that I can reach out to people.
How long you stood over there for?
We're about 10 days.
Okay. You did any features over there or?
No, not features that I can say. I tried to work with different people. The island is particular as well with how it handles business. So you have to go to DR prepared to do business the way they do business.
So basically, when you went over there, you kind of learned the structure.
Exactly. I prefer to kind of sit back and kind of watch how everything moves before trying to jump into the water. You feel me?
Facts. That's the best way to do it.
Facts.
So, un consejo que tú tienes un artista como tú que viene de un sitio que no hay muchos paisanos or whatever culture they from, but they coming from a place like where you come from. ¿Qué consejo tú le das para que ellos sigan progresando and keep going forward through any trials or tribulations that they facing?
Nobody gonna make it happen for you. You gotta make it happen. You gotta put in the work. It's all you, fam. Si se da, fuiste tú. Y si no se da, también fuiste tú, manito. Entonces lo mejor que tú puedes hacer, sacrifícate para que se dé. No te pongas a estar di que lamentándote ni con pena ni nada de esa vaina. Like you gotta put in that work, gang. Nobody gonna come rescue you. Get to work.
You gotta get to it.
Jubal, y hablando de todo, ya que tú eres de allá y ellos hay varios artistas de tu edad que han salido, que son famosos, ¿no has tenido alguna, no se han tirado para querer grabar contigo o colaborar?
¿Artistas famosos?
Sí, de tu edad, como G-Herb, que tiene 29 años, 30 ya.
G-Herbo,
G-Herbo,
I actually met Herb. Herb is cool peoples, man. We've talked in the past. You know, he's a busy dude. You feel me? But outside of that, other people that I've had the opportunity to interact with, Dali Goya, I've interacted with Dali. Young Flo, I've interacted with Flo. I could say that those are the only people that I've had good communication with. I haven't been able to elaborate on any further collaboration with more people like that. Hopefully, people continue to approach. You feel me? We don't eat nobody. People can approach and we can work. I'll approach niggas too. We can work.
No, definitely, of course, because es el propósito, to network.
Facts.
Y conocer la gente. ¿Tú me entiendes? So, have you did a dembow yet?
I've made dembow. Actually, I made dembow with my producers from the city, from Chicago.
Have you put it out?
The only dembow, it's not really a dembow, it's more like a Brazilian funk, was De Lejitos, the only record that I put out that had kind of like that tropical Caribbean Afrobeat type of vibe like dembow would have. But I do work on dembow on occasion. I have recorded some dembows. I have multiple records with my producers, Jules and Edwin. Those are my guys over there in Chicago. Okay. Venezuelan and Mexican producers. Para que tú veas, venezolano y mexicano haciendo pista de dembow, and they go hard.
And they go crazy.
They go crazy. So, that's...
So how do you choose your producers? ¿Cómo tú eliges tus productores?
It's all off the vibe, man. I gotta feel you out. It's how I pick people in general. I gotta feel how you coming. I gotta feel your energy, fam. Mm-hmm. You know?
Because at the end of the day, you know, some people, you know, they picky with they.
Right now, some people are mad talented, but their energy be off, and it's like, what can we do?
So you work based on energy and all whatever.
Yes, sir.
People, I understand that. But tell us a little bit, give us a sneak peek on what moving forward. Ya que estamos viendo que came to New York. We've seen you in DR, ATL.
Yes, sir.
You know, so what's moving on forward for Jubal?
Right now,
what's the future looking like? El futuro.
The future looking like a lot of music about to come out, cause I got some shit that I need the world to hear. I got something to say, and I feel like it's only due time to put the city on the map in the Latin way, the right way. So that's what I'm trying to do. Dominican from the Rack coming real soon.
Dominican from the Rack. That's the name of the album or EP?
That's the name of the project.
Okay. That's what's up. And where that stand from right there?
The name or the project?
Everything. The project, the name.
It comes from never having heard anything like it before. It comes from knowing that I have a particular view of life in the world that people don't really know, and most likely people want to hear. So I got to put it out there for them to hear it.
Humble Park.
Humble Park.
You gonna stamp it, put it on your back.
Yes, sir.
That's how it is, man. So there you got it, man. Jubal, straight from Chirac, here in All Smoke Podcast. Yo, listen. Give us a few bars before you go, man. Give us a few bars, because this shit, listen, you got to give us a few bars.
No te puedes ir de que en blanco, no?
Okay, espérate. But you want this a cappella?
A cappella, man. That's how we doing right here, real quick. We doing the All Smoke on the Block already, but give us a few bars.
Le faltan par de kilovatios para chipear conmigo. No le copio a nadie, yo tengo mi propio estilo. Vengo de un ambiente que está lleno de asesinos, representando Chicago donde realmente dan tiros. Traigan su trapero favorito, se lo pido. Tráigame el más tigre que viva del descuido. Pónmelo de frente para que beba leche nido, que son tonos niños de teta, alguien tenía que decirlo. Está loco.
Stop playing with him. Y'all already know. Humble Park in the motherfucking spot. Don't make it hot. Jubal, All Smoke Podcast, conmigo, Smoke Marley, La Voz del Norte, and y'all already know. Apoyo con Papa. Y'all already know we here. Shout out to my nigga Loyalty O. It wasn't me, it was life. My brothers from Humble Park, Chicago. 2-2. My brother, the GOAT. Y'all already know what it's in for.
La gerencia.
Smoke